Hello and welcome to Today in History for March the 11th. I'm Michael Powell. On March the 11th of 2004, Al-Qaeda tried to take revenge against Spain for its fighting in the war against Iraq. On March 11th of 2004, 193 people were killed and nearly 2,000 were injured when 10 bombs explode on 4 trains in 3 Madrid-area train stations during the busy morning rush hour. The bombs were later found to have been detonated by mobile phones. The attacks, the deadliest against civilians on European soil since the 1988 Lockerbie airplane bombing, were initially suspected to be the work of the Basque separatist militant group ETA. This was soon proved incorrect as evidence mounted against the extreme Islamic militant group loosely tied to, but thought to be working in the name of Al-Qaeda. Investigators believe that all of the blasts were caused by improvised explosive devices that were packed into backpacks and brought aboard the trains. The terrorists seem to have targeted Madrid's Atocha station, at or near which 7 of the bombs were detonated. The other bombs were detonated aboard trains near El Pozo del Tío Remado and Santa Eugenia stations, most likely because of the delays in the train's journeys on their way to Atocha. 3 other bombs did not detonate as planned and were later found intact. Many in Spain and around the world saw the attacks as retaliation for Spain's participation in the war against Iraq, where about 1,400 Spanish soldiers were stationed at the time. The attacks took place 2 days before the major Spanish election, in which anti-war socialists swept to power. The new government, led by Prime Minister José Luis Rodríguez Zapatero, removed Spanish troops from Iraq, with the last leaving the country in May of 2004. A second bombing of a track of a high-speed AVE train was attempted on April 2nd, but was unsuccessful. The next day, the Spanish police linked the occupants of an apartment in south of Madrid to the attacks. In the ensuing raid, 7 suspects killed themselves and 1 Spanish Special Forces agent by setting off bombs in the apartment to avoid capture by authorities. 1 other bomber is believed to have been killed in the train bombings, and 29 were arrested. After a 5-month-long trial in 2007, 21 people were convicted, although 5 of them, including Rabi Osman, the alleged ringleader, were later acquitted. In memory of the victims of the March 11 bombings, a memorial forest of olive and cypress trees was planted at a park in Madrid near the Atocha railway station. Al-Qaeda sought revenge. For Today in History, I'm Michael Powell. Join me again tomorrow and let's see what that day will bring. But until then, watch this.